Leadership is often celebrated as a journey of courage, determination, and vision. We admire those who rise to guide organizations through uncertainty, rallying teams with their confidence and drive. But beneath the surface of boardroom success and polished professionalism, there are often hidden stories. Stories that began not with triumph, but with the quiet ache of childhood wounds. The experiences we carry from our earliest years shape the architecture of our minds, influencing how we lead, connect, and wield power, sometimes without our conscious awareness. Childhood trauma is not always dramatic or visible. It can take the form of emotional neglect, a parent who was physically present but emotionally unreachable, leaving a child feeling unseen or unworthy. Abuse, whether physical, emotional, or psychological, can instill a deep sense of inadequacy or hypervigilance. Even parental absence, be it through loss, abandonment, or disinterest, leaves its mark, often driving a relentless quest for validation. These early experiences become the silent script of our adult lives, especially for those who find themselves in positions of leadership. A leader who grew up in an environment where love was conditional may become fiercely independent, reluctant to show weakness or ask for support. The message they learned was clear. Vulnerability is dangerous, and self-reliance is survival. In the boardroom, this can manifest as a hands-off, distant management style, or a leader who never delegates, fearing that others will let them down. Their teams may see them as strong, but beneath the armor is a deep-seated fear of being let down or exposed. For those who experienced abuse, the scars often translate into an obsession with control. Perfectionism becomes both shield and weapon. If everything is flawless, chaos cannot break in. These leaders may drive their teams relentlessly, set impossibly high standards, and react harshly to mistakes. From the outside, they may appear exacting or even authoritarian, but what fuels them is not a love of power, it is a terror of returning to the helplessness they once knew. Then there are leaders shaped by absence. The child who felt invisible may become the adult who is always on, always striving, desperate to be seen and valued. They throw themselves into their work, achieving, but never quite feeling satisfied. The applause of the boardroom is never enough to fill the void left by a parent's indifference. Their ambition is both their engine and their prison. These patterns do not make leaders weak. In many cases, they are the very source of their drive and success. The need to prove oneself, to stay vigilant, to never be vulnerable. These are powerful motivators, but when left unexamined, they come at a cost. Burnout, broken relationships, and toxic cultures. The leader who cannot trust others creates teams that are anxious and disengaged. The perfectionist breeds fear rather than innovation. The overachiever inspires, but also exhausts those around them. Yet there is hope. The first step towards breaking these cycles is awareness. When leaders turn inward and reflect on the origins of their behaviors, they can begin to make conscious choices rather than repeating old patterns. Therapy, coaching, and honest self-inquiry help uncover the roots of our drive and our fears. It takes courage to ask, am I leading from purpose or from pain? Am I creating the culture I wish I'd grown up in, or merely recreating the one I endured? Vulnerability is the antidote to trauma-driven leadership. When a leader admits uncertainty, asks for help, or shares their story, they not only begin to heal themselves but also create space for others to do the same. Teams thrive in environments where it is safe to be imperfect, to learn, and to belong. Leadership becomes less about dominance or performance, and more about relationship, about guiding people, not just processes. Ultimately, the journey from woundedness to wisdom is what defines authentic leadership. The boardroom need not be a stage for old dramas. It can become a space of transformation. When leaders confront their past, they unlock the possibility of leading not from fear, but from wholeness. In doing so, they not only change their own lives, but also the lives of everyone they lead.